Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Please also share this video via social media and with your friends via email. Thank you for your support. Today, I read several financial news articles. I've included links to the articles in the description below. I encourage you to read the articles to support the authors and news sources. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of these articles that are of public interest. Today, I read an article on ZeroHedge.com written by Tyler Durden, likely a pseudonym for writers at Zero Hedge, titled, "Irony Alert, the American Dream is Only Affordable Overseas." According to the author, there is an inescapable irony in the American dream no longer being affordable in America for the majority of Americans. Definitions vary, of course, but the American dream typically includes being able to obtain higher education, a home, a family enterprise, and some measure of ownership of assets that provide financial security, all on wages and salaries that are within the reach of the bottom 80% of workers. I'm going to stop right here for a moment and share my opinion regarding all of this. Being able to obtain a higher education is certainly within reach for most everyday Americans because of student loans. The problem is, many may have to go into debt to the tune of $80,000 or more for a 4-year degree in some areas of the United States. Those who graduate with a 4-year degree and this level of debt better have a skill set that is in demand in the current labor market that will allow them to gain entry-level employment with a good starting wage to pay back that debt and cover the cost of life in this new economic reality where the average new vehicle price is approximately $48,000 and small apartments are renting for $1,000 or $2,000 or even more in some cities per month. Life is expensive, and those just getting started after college could struggle unless they pursued an education that will help them secure a high-paying career. On the flip side of the coin, there are wealthy parents who pay for their children's education and then help them buy a new car and a new house after they get done with school. In such a scenario, the type of degree completed may not matter as much. There are always exceptions, and I can't begin to describe every possible scenario for young people today. Getting back to the article, a college education is within reach, but caution is warranted because the debt that may be necessary could have future ramifications. The author indicated another aspect of the American dream is a home. Well, we have all been hearing about the lack of real estate inventory, and we have all been hearing about elevated interest rates compared to what they were in recent years. This all makes attaining home ownership more difficult, but not impossible for people here in America. The author of this article indicates a family is part of the American dream. Well, a family could be expensive. Just the hospital bill for child delivery can be cost prohibitive for some families. The cost of medical care is not getting any cheaper. The cost of food, clothing, electronic devices, and school supplies for children can be difficult for parents to pay for. For those who want a family bad enough, where there's a will, there's a way, in my opinion. The author references having a family enterprise and some measure of ownership of assets that provide financial security. In my opinion, only those with an entrepreneurial mindset will likely be able to have a successful family enterprise. Even then, there are calculated risks. Small businesses fail all the time. In terms of owning assets that provide financial security, this is becoming more difficult than ever. Many Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and there is not enough money left over to invest in assets. Some try to put a small amount into their company 401k plan, but unfortunately, many people are not contributing enough. There are others who simply are not earning enough money to be able to do this at all. The unfortunate truth is many reach an age where they can no longer work, but have very few assets, if any. many still have liabilities, and they're trying to figure out how to just survive on Social Security in this very expensive world. It is truly sad to see this happen, but it is a frequent occurrence. The author of this article goes on to say, and I'll quote, "The American dream is only affordable to those earning $250,000 a year and up, or those who inherit family wealth. The American dream is defined as starting with nothing but ambition and a willingness to work hard and save money and acquire all of the good things listed above without borrowing a small fortune for each one." Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that $250,000 figure really depends on where you live in America. You could possibly attain the American dream in some locations on less money due to the cost of living differences. Certainly, the American dream is easier for those who inherit wealth or for those who have parents or grandparents who can provide a helping hand along the way. The author of this article goes on to say, and I'll quote, "It seems taboo to say this, but the American dream implicitly includes a goal of no debt, no student loan debt, no home mortgage, no medical debt, no debt at all. Assets are owned free and clear, and college is paid out of earnings or student loans are paid off in the first few years of full-time work. Anything less isn't the American dream. It's a debt-dependent facsimile, a travesty of a mockery of a sham of the American dream." I'm going to share my opinion. Some types of debt isn't bad. In fact, debt can help people attain the American dream. If you use debt strategically to purchase assets that provide a financial return, it can be beneficial. Keep in mind, there are still risks involved. As with all investments, you could lose money or you could lose all of your money. The author goes on to say, "The other irony is the American dream is still affordable overseas in what is generally referred to as developing economies or the global south, where as a general rule, dollars go a lot farther than they do in the US." I found this to be interesting. Several people here on the channel have said they have retired in Southeast Asia, where life is less expensive. If you are currently living in Southeast Asia, tell me about life there in the comment section below. Be as specific as possible and share with us what it costs for an apartment, food, etc. What do you think about the American dream no longer being within reach for the bottom 80% of workers here in America? Share your thoughts in the comment section below regarding all of this. Some people who are trying to pursue the American dream may not be getting a Christmas bonus this year. I read an article today on foxbusiness.com written by Eric Revelle titled, "Christmas Bonuses Could Be a Casualty of Inflation, Survey Finds." The author of this article references a survey conducted by Public Square and Red Balloon. The survey revealed that 42% of business owners who traditionally give Christmas bonuses to their employees said they can't afford them this year. Another 28% of business owners surveyed said they plan to provide Christmas bonuses that will be smaller than in past years. Well, my heart goes out to all of the employees that were hoping for a Christmas bonus that they may not receive now. I've never worked for a company that gave out significant Christmas bonuses. My very first job out of high school was at a factory, and they gave us a Christmas bonus. We could select from a turkey or a ham. While it was a nice gesture, I would have preferred a bonus in the form of extra money in my paycheck. When I think of Christmas bonuses, it reminds me of the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation movie, where Clark was planning to use his Christmas bonus to install a new swimming pool. Instead, he got enrolled in the Jelly of the Month Club. I have to wonder how many people depend on a financial Christmas bonus to cover the costs in their life. If this is a significant number of people, I suspect their holidays will not be as merry as they could be this year. Have you ever gotten a Christmas bonus that was significant? Have you ever gotten a Christmas bonus that was insulting? Tell me about either in the comment section below. On the topic of the holiday season, I read an article today on foxbusiness.com written by Breck Dumas titled, "Nearly a Third of Americans Are Working Overtime to Afford Holiday Costs Survey." The author of this article referenced Empower's 2023 Holiday Spending Report, which surveyed over 1,000 Americans. The survey revealed that 74% say inflation is influencing their holiday spending this year, and 31% are working extra hours or taking on a side gig to afford their purchases. I'm going to stop here and say I'm proud of these people for working extra hours or taking on a side gig to afford their purchases. In my opinion, this is better than using a credit card or buy now, pay later services to purchase items that you don't have the money for right now. Unfortunately, some people go into debt to afford their holiday purchases, and they are unable to pay off that debt in the short term. Given the high level of interest being charged on debt right now, this can create a dire financial situation for some. The author of this article went on to say the financial company found more than 3 in 10 surveyed are cutting back on holiday traditions this year to save money, and over half are skipping travel this season. Again, I am proud of these people for making these personal sacrifices in order to live within their means. I'm not trying to be the Grinch here. There are still things that people can do over the holidays with their loved ones that don't cost a lot of money. Some of these individuals could put in place new holiday traditions that are less expensive than what they have done in the past. I simply am happy to hear that some everyday Americans are making good financial decisions. What do you think about this? Do you know people who are cutting back this holiday season? If so, tell me about it in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video via social media or with your friends via email. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.